Painting Away the Trauma. That's a new exhibit at Shoreline Community College spotlighting art created by veterans through art therapy. This event is free. It is open to the public. And this morning, we're getting a sneak peek. So joining us live from campus is Fox 13's Dan Griffin. Dan, tell us about the exhibit there.
Well, you know, it's really detailing the experiences of the veterans who've served our country. So basically what they're doing is they're making this art. It's through art therapy. It's here to really help them heal after what they've been through. Some of these items are just really moving. Some of them beautiful pieces, some of them very emotional. If we walk over here, take a look at this. We're not just talking about paint, but we're also talking about things with fabric. We've got a boot here that shows some of the writing on here. Freedom is a dream, precious. You've got faces that are in here detailing the pain that some of these people have been through. These pieces here really caught my attention when I first walked in. You can see this veteran really having some struggles there, emotional struggles, and that's represented through the art as well. We're here with Michael Reagan this morning. He's still setting up a little bit of his work, but you can see he's setting some of this up as well over here. Good morning. If you want to come over to us, I want to talk a little bit. You're the guest speaker here at this event about the importance, the importance of this kind of work. Obviously, you are working with a lot of veterans as well. You have the Fallen Heroes Project, correct?
Yes.
And so talk about what you hope to get across today with this exhibit.
When I was in Vietnam in 1967-68, I was an infantry Marine at the DMZ. What I would do between the warring, right, is I would draw portraits of my friends. And they would go home to their families, and sadly, a lot of that was the only thing that went home. When I got out of Vietnam, I decided that art is what I needed to do. So I went to art school at the Burnley School in Seattle so I could do art. All right, and I learned a lot about what it was like to want to do that seriously.
When we look at some of these pieces that we see over here, what do these represent to you?
Every day for the last 20 years, I've drawn at least one fallen hero from the war on terrorism. And that's very sad work because I learned all about these people, how they died and how they lived. And a lot of their families actually come visit me before I do the art. So it's a lot of weight that I carry. After I've done 10 or 11 of these portraits, because I do it every day, to be able to heal myself a little bit, I do drawings like these, okay? Because they act as two things. One is they sharpen me up again, right? But they also allow me to focus away from the pain. This morning before I came here, in fact, I got up really early. I have a big piece of art on my drawing table at home. To relax, I sat down and started drawing it because it had nothing to do with veterans. But my whole life is focused on the veterans, so it's just a way for me to actually heal me to allow me to do the work.
I have time for one final question. I wanted to ask you, how does this help other veterans? I know they say this is through art therapy, and you can see the pain in some of their works that are displayed as well.
The idea about art as therapy is it takes your mind off of something else. If you're going to really do art, you have to focus into it. I learned that a long time ago, and this is what I do. So you can have the most painful moment, a suicide of a young veteran, and you can move from that into the portrait of a cat or a dog if you're confident enough that you can do that. And believe me, what that cat or dog drawing does is it pulls your pain away from what you just did. With art, what I'm trying to tell these folks is that you don't have to be me. You don't even have to get to be me. All you have to do is want to do it bad enough to do it. That's what I'm trying to tell them.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for your service. I appreciate you being here with us this morning.
Thanks a lot.
And this exhibit will continue today here at Shoreline Community College. It's in the Student Union building. It's going to go until 6 o'clock tonight. Again, free to get in and obviously see some of this amazing work by those who have served our country. We're live in Shoreline. Dan Griffin, Fox 13 News.
Amazing work is right. My goodness, that's amazing. Let's check in with